Didn't notice you there. Welcome to Fun with Friction. I'm your host, Einstein.
And I'm Physics Girl. Hey Einstein, do you want to hear a friction joke?
No, I won't let that slide. Anyway, let's move on to a quick demonstration on Fun with Friction.
Our diagrams. So this is our setup, except this is a table. We're using a table as our ramp. On top of the table we have our mass, which is the physics textbook. Perpendicular to the physics textbook, we have the normal force. In the x direction we have the force of friction static. And then in this direction we have our force of gravity. However, we can divide the force of gravity up into the x and y components. And then our angle that we measure for our table will also be the angle here. As you can see, we used our handy-dandy protractor to measure an angle of 80 degrees, to which we used our angle laws, and we found that this is 10 degrees. So as we raise the table, the physics textbook will not slide, and this is because the static friction is at a constant, and then it will decrease to go to the kinetic friction when the book starts to slide.
Alright, so if you follow me over here, you can see from this free body diagram that the only forces acting on the textbook as it's moving down, or as it's stationary on the ramps, are the force of static friction, the normal force, as well as the gravity in the x and the y direction. Now, from that, we can get the F net statement, including all four of these forces. However, because it is not moving in the y direction, the normal force and the gravity in the y direction cancel out to zero. Also, because there's no acceleration, the entire equation can be set to zero as well. So that leaves us with the coefficient of static friction equaling mg sine theta over mg cos theta. Naturally, the mass cancels out, and that leaves us with tan theta. Thus, the mass does not affect the coefficient of static friction. So, physics girl, what did we learn today?
Well, Einstein, today we learned how to calculate the coefficient of static friction, and that mass doesn't affect the coefficient of static friction.
Excellent!
Hey Einstein, do you want to hear a joke?
No!
You don't rub me the wrong way!
Anyway, I'm Einstein.
And I'm Physics Girl!
And this has been another episode of Fun with Friction. Signing out.